You're doing all the things, sharing selfies, covers, and smoothies, but your follower count's staying pretty much the same. What gives? Unfortunately, that's not quite enough on its own. You've also got to understand the Instagram algorithm and what content your audience actually wants to see. Hi, I'm Fiona. Welcome to my channel, the #1 place for singers, actors, dancers, and musicians who want to dump the starving artist mindset and become hugely profitable instead. If you're ready to grow your income and impact online, then subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and definitely join my free Facebook community designed especially for performing artists. Link in the description. So, you want to grow on Instagram, right? You want to build your online presence to get more people to support your music, both online and offline too. And you actually like the Instagram vibe, but you still feel stuck. You're doing all the things, sharing selfies, covers, and smoothies, but your follower count's staying pretty much the same. What gives? Well, my friend, first let me congratulate you for putting yourself out there. You have a voice and you deserve to be heard. Unfortunately, that's not quite enough on its own. You've also got to understand the Instagram algorithm and what content your audience actually wants to see. Good news! That's exactly what we'll be covering in today's video, how to get more music fans with Instagram. Okay, you ready? Let's dive into my top 7 tips for growing your fan base on Instagram. Tip 1, no matter what, you've got to be consistent. And this is easier said than done. Why is it so hard? 2 reasons. One practical and the other emotional. The practical reason is that it takes time and often life gets in the way. Let's say you've decided to upload to your grid 4 times a week, but your dad gets sick or you get sick and you fall behind. And then you miss a post and then another. Just like with the gym, you simply start putting it off and plan to do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. This then exacerbates the emotional challenge. When you stop being consistent, your engagement goes down. And if you're still in the beginning phase of growing your IG fan base, then there may not have been all that much engagement to begin with. Am I right? Artists are often sensitive people. We're constantly comparing ourselves and worrying about whether our content is good enough. Low engagement just intensifies our negative self-talk. Here's a great video all about attracting your first follower that will help. What you've got to remember is that IG growth depends on consistency. If you miss a post, that's absolutely fine, so long as you don't use it as an excuse to miss the next one too. And to avoid this issue completely, start batching your content. You can batch just about everything, from photos to photo editing, from captions to headlines. Whenever possible, get ahead so that when life happens, you're prepared. Let's dive deeper into content batching. Let's say you need more photos for your grid. Great! Go out with a friend or tripod and multiple shirts. Changing your top on the same pair of pants equals an immediate new look. That's what I just did with my YouTube video. For more on photos and learning to love the way you look, watch this video next. Here's the trick about photo batching. Take hundreds of photos. Gotta love digital. It's free and also fast. Now the next step with batching your photos is to batch the editing. Drop your favorites into your editing app of choice and get to it. This way you'll have tons of photos ready to post and you'll never be able to use the excuse of no good photo again. Also cool, some of these photos will probably be great for your website and even your albums. Sound good? We hear a lot about batching photos, but this is just the beginning of your batching game. Would you like a whole video about batching content? Let me know in the comments. To help with your consistency, create a content release plan, also known as a content schedule. This plan should be quite specific so you know exactly what the deliverables are each week. And then, when you have the resources to start building your team, many of the tasks will be delegated to your team. But to be a great team leader, it's essential you know how to do the work and have created best practices first. This is another reason it's best to do your own social media in the beginning of your online growth. Actually being in the social media trenches will help you to understand what your fans want and teach you what does and doesn't work for your specific audience, right? So what should your content calendar look like? Check in with yourself and get really honest and direct. Don't set the bar too high or you're likely to quit. While frequency is great, consistency doesn't mean you have to post every day. Get real so you can be realistic. How much can you realistically take on? For example, 2 grid posts, 1 reel, and 1 live every week. And take into consideration which aspects of the platform you love the most. Is it Reels, IGTV, Stories, etc.? Showing up where you most enjoy showing up will help you with that ever-important consistency piece. Tip 4 is to take advantage of IG Stories. I know I just said you don't need to post every day, but I've got to make the exception of Stories. Ideally, you will show up every single day on Stories. Does this mean you need to sing to your fans every day on Stories? No, you don't need full-on story marathons every day. That would exhaust your fans and you. But you do need to show your face and share something that's going on with you. In fact, I encourage my clients to share some part of their routine every day, from a morning walk like I do to an afternoon workout. Humans love routines. They make us feel safe and in control. Your daily piano practice may seem like no news at all, but that's kind of the point. Your audience may really appreciate stopping by for 15 to 30 seconds of your piano practice every day. And on the day you forget to post, don't be surprised if you get DMs from followers asking if you're okay. 5. If you're committed to growing your fan base right now at the beginning of 2021, then you definitely need to get on IG Reels ASAP. Whenever a platform like Instagram releases a new feature, that platform's algorithm tends to reward users that use the new feature. This is definitely the case with IG Reels. You'll get far more views on your Reels than on anything else you post right now. But be careful, all views are not created equal. You definitely want to create Reels that will attract your ideal fans. One common mistake I see performers making is following trends just for the sake of being on trend. Follow trends only when they make sense for your brand and your music niche. For a deeper dive into Reels, both content ideas and how to fix that pesky music feature, if you don't have it, watch this video next. Tip 6 is to use hashtags but not get hung up on them. Hashtags are important. You definitely want to use them. They'll help you get found, and they'll also help you find others. They are important. But do not waste hours researching them or ruminating on how, if only you had the perfect hashtag group, your IG growth would skyrocket. It just doesn't work that way. There are a lot of elements that help the algorithm decide which content to push and which to let languish. Hashtags are only one component. So create several groups of hashtags, rotate them, and see which perform the best. Update as needed. Want more on hashtags? Go ahead and watch this video next. Then create your groups and move on. Bottom line, don't expect hashtags to do all the work for you. Got it? Finally, increase your own engagement and be more generous. I can't tell you how many cold DMs I get asking me to support someone's new single without any preamble or introduction. It's like, hey, please check out my new single. And that's it. No, hi Fiona, no, remember how last week we were chatting in the DMs about? Basically, no warming me up at all, just a cold invite. Does actually connecting with people in the DMs take time and energy? Yes, it sure does. Is it also worthwhile? Absolutely. Do some people pay for bots to do this for them? Yes, of course they do. Can I recognize bots and do I delete them immediately? Definitely. Instagram is very much a social platform, and being kind and generous simply makes sense as you work to cultivate your 1,000 true fans. What do I mean by your 1,000 true fans? I mean 1,000 people paying you $100 a year is a $100,000 income, right? What will they give you $100 for? Your merch, Patreon, virtual shows, etc. Stop making your Instagram account all about you and start making it about your fans. Engage with them, learn their names, share their content without expecting them to share yours. Ask them what they'd most like you to create for them. Over time, your effort will pay off. Don't believe me? Read Amanda Palmer's The Art of Asking to get a taste of what's actually possible, okay? Want more support with mindset, marketing, and monetization? Then join my free Facebook group. Remember, I made it especially for performing artists. Here you'll find resources, community, and more guidance for your performing business, so you can finally become your own best advocate and CEO. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well, where I do quick and useful mini trainings every week. Link in the description below. Are you ready now to crush it on Instagram? Will it take time? Definitely. Will you get there eventually if you're consistent and focused on your target? Absolutely. You with me? Want more videos like this one? Let me know by liking and sharing this video. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and definitely reach out in the comments below with what other topics you'd like me to cover to help you rock your business. Want to learn more about leveraging social media to grow your fan base? Then watch these videos next. And as always, go out into the world and let your light shine. You deserve to be heard, and the world deserves to hear you.